are getting ready to go super live all over the place. As you know, I am Dr. Kim McNair, the extraordinary, your woman on the move. And I am here to just get you in the right mood for tonight. We have two amazing women that will be on with us. And I'm telling you, they have some great information. And we're just going to rock it tonight. 1 hour of full power, baby. That's what I'm giving you. I mean, an hour of some live stream, and it's gonna be great. And I just want you to be in tune with us. So, just so you know, we're on Facebook. Let me go ahead and put this up to make sure that you're following. Go ahead and start sharing. Start sharing this. Sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring. So I need you to start hitting that little arrow button down there and share. So we're live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook on Kim McNair Productions, as well as Women on the Move live TV show with Kim McNair. And we are live also on Instagram. And I think they're coming in. Yes, hello IG. What's happening? So we're here, and I always try to get started and just check all my networks, make sure everybody's in. So let me go ahead and check Facebook over here and see how they're doing, how we're doing over here. It looks like everything is good. Some people are coming in. How you doing? Hello, my people, my friends. Hello, Dr. DJ. That's right. Tuesday takeover. Yes. Time management. You're getting Women on the Move live. You're getting virtual coffee. They're getting a whole lot on Tuesday. They need to know about this thing. So as we move on and get everything going, I don't want to get any feedback for y'all. So I want to make sure y'all don't have that. So see, this is why I always come on and check. So this is Facebook, y'all, and get everything going. So I'm gonna have to turn Facebook on. I don't want to get any feedback for y'all. So I'm gonna make sure y'all don't have that. So see, this is why I always come on and check. So this is Facebook, y'all. Get everything going. So I'm gonna turn Facebook on. All right, I'm gonna get it right, because I'm not gonna bring my guests on for no foolishness. So this is why I always come on. They can't have that, so we got to be super professional. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. As I bring this to you live, Women on the Move live with Dr. Kim McNair. Hour of power, baby. Oh, yes. All right. Well, without further ado, I'd like to bring to each and every one of you a guest. Let me just intro her a little bit here. Her name is Monique Russell. She's an inspirational teacher, executive communications coach. She's a communications expert. Monique Russell is everything you need when it comes to communicating and getting it out right. At home, in business, she can do all those platforms. She's an amazing woman when it comes to communicating. That's why they call her the clear communicator. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome? Let me. Are you ready, Monique? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Woo! So I am glad that you're here. Let me get you some applause. Yes, this is my guest. How you doing, love?
Oh, I am doing fantastic, Kim. So glad to be on the Women on the Move show. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad that you're here as well. It's so important. It is so important that we come together and that we're able to share with everyone and share with the women who are looking at, and men who are, that come in to hear the different things and to understand exactly what it is that we do as professionals. You're a woman in business. Hey guys, the Savvy Ideas joined us over here in IG. Look, you guys joining. Hello, babe. How are you? Look, I gotta greet everybody. But it's so important that we come together. My whole thing with this is having a platform for women in business, women who are about business and ready to do business. That has been my motto for years. And I always want to make sure that I'm able to do that. I know I've been gone for a little while, but it's okay. I'm back. All
It
right.
is
So you
okay.
ready, young lady?
I am always ready.
Yes. Well, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about you. I read that, but I want them to hear from you who you are and what you do. Let's kind of give them that before we get to questions.
Oh my goodness. So first of all, the intro was amazing. But I need to take you with me everywhere I go. But I am Monique Russell, your clear communication coach. I am originally from the beautiful islands of the Bahamas and also Nigeria. And what I do is I help women leaders and their teams to turn likes into loves in their business and their life. What do I mean by that? We use effective communication to build relationships with our clients, with our partners, with our spouses, with ourselves, so that we can have the life we deserve and the life we desire. Organizations like the CDC, Verizon, Equifax, the world's busiest airport, trust me to help them with their communications tools and strategies. And I want you to know you can too. It is my passion, my honor, my privilege, and my mission to help women in business to really know their story, understand themselves, and to use public speaking as a way to build their brand and maximize their voice.
Oh wow, this is great. This is great. So you do some amazing stuff, my young lady. I
do.
mean, communication is key in everything, even when we're in relationships. Let's think about on a personal level, right? We're always talking about it's the communication. You know, he don't want to talk, you don't want to talk. You know, you trying to talk and he ain't listening. And you know, so those things are near and dear to a lot of us because we've been living in the pandemic for a whole year, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
And you know something?
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I mean, I was just gonna say I can totally relate to what you're talking about with the whole communication at home because before I even realized and understood about communication styles, I used to be looking at my husband like, "Hello," like I'm the one in the family that is the visionary, the talker, the planner, and I would be like, you know what, I have these ideas. I want to go ahead and we could do this in 5 years and 10 years, and I would be talking and talking and talking. And then he would sit there and I wouldn't hear anything. I'm like, hello, like, did you hear me talking? And so I would get a little upset until I realized that his communication style was just that he needed a way to process. So,
wow.
You have to understand each other's style. You have to understand it's the same thing with your kids too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to understand how they can, because I have a son, he doesn't, that's his big thing. He don't like to talk. He doesn't communicate well. He's quiet, and things of that nature. And he kind of pulls back, but I think he's being observant. He's trying to listen before he reacts or say something. That's the type of person he is. That's my oldest son, but you're right. It's a certain way we go about communicating. Well, let me ask you this. This is a question I have for you. How have people been able to communicate during this pandemic, like we're talking about now? How is it? People have been shut in. They've been in together. They can't move. Nobody can go anywhere. Everyone's in their space, and now you're forced to have to talk when it's like, okay, good morning. All right, bye, babe, bye. I'm going to work. You go to work. You come home. You're doing this time. You know what I mean? It's like an in or out. You kind of moving, here and there, and you don't really have to talk as much, or there's very little communication or none. But now when everybody is working from home, they shut everything down. Nobody move. How have you been able to help people with that?
Yeah. So the way we are communicating in this pandemic, it is pretty much the same way we were communicating before the pandemic. It's just that now we are in a condensed situation and we have to figure out a way to practice and a way to really understand each other. And of course, like after some time, you get cabin fever, you need your space. Everybody needs their space. But in general, let's just say before the pandemic, something happened and you overlooked it or you brushed it over. Well, something may happen that you don't appreciate during the pandemic, but now you're forced to find a way to connect about it or communicate about it. It's not going to be something that just happens overnight or it's just born out of thin air. If you were somebody who was avoiding confrontation or avoiding something that is disturbing to you, you're still going to do the same thing in the pandemic. So the pandemic is just exposing the gaps that we have in communication, not being present and not talking to each other, like being on the go, busy. That doesn't help us understand how we communicate. But actually, when we spend time with each other, we get to see, okay, are we leaning into conversations? Are we affirming each other? A lot of times we don't practice, or we're not taught to affirm each other. And that's even within sibling situations. We say get along with your siblings, but we're not actually taught to affirm each other, affirm our friends, affirm our clients, affirm our partners, even affirm ourselves. So these are aspects of like understanding the way you prefer to receive connection. It's all about connection. Communication is the goal, to connect. You're sending out a message, you have an intention to send a message, and you're hoping that the person that is receiving that message receives it the way you intended for them to receive it. But if they don't, you have to understand what it is that is going to allow them to receive your message, because you understand their communication language and their love language.
Oh, that love language, girl. I don't know my love language. Okay, now how do you find out your love language? That's ashamed. I'm be transparent. I am not ashamed to say I don't know my love language.
Listen, that was a book by Gary Chapman, the five love languages. And he kind of talked about how we tend to receive appreciation through affirmations. So maybe, you thrive on being told about how good of a job you're doing, or you're thriving on verbal words. Acts of service is when you are doing something for someone. Maybe you actually come over and help clean their house, or you take them out, or something like that. Gifts is another one. People love gifts. We just had Valentine's Day yesterday, and some people, if their love language is getting a gift and you don't get them a gift, they feel hurt. Even though you may give them words of affirmation, that's not the way that they appreciate it. And then you have like spending quality time. Quality time is another aspect of connection that people like to have to feel appreciated and connected. And then physical touch, so it's like you could, if you are someone who appreciates gifts and appreciates affirmations, and you're only being connected by getting a kiss or a hug, someone is trying, your partner is trying to connect with you in that way, it doesn't matter how often they do that for you, with you, or to you, you're not receiving it in the way that you prefer, and that really helps you to feel connected. So it's all about understanding how the other person wants to be treated. They say do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. No, do unto others as they want to be done too. You have to find out how they want to be receiving love, and then you modify those actions, the words and the behaviors to build that connection.
Oh wow. Okay. So all right. So I love affirmations. Yes. Okay, I like getting gifts too, but I'm a giver. I already know, I'm a giver. I'm a loyal servant, and I'm a giver. So, okay, I'm gonna work on that love language. I'm gonna get it down pat, so I know who I'm compatible with and who's not. Dr. DJ said she loved affirmations too. She said my love language is gifts, and my husband is physical touch. Okay, Dr. DJ. Wow. All right, and we have someone. I think it's Anna. Oh, I met her at an event. And she said, oh yes, some space. So she liked when you talked about the space. So they're chiming in their comments. So I wanted to share that with you. That is great. Yeah. So, okay, now here we go. Now, okay. So now that people, and here I go now, right? So now that people are forced, you have people that aren't communicators. They go to their job, they keep their head down, they're doing their work, they're turning their stuff in. It's just like a regular everyday routine, right? So now that people are forced to now they have to talk, they have to be seen, they have to be on camera, they have to do all these things that they didn't have to do before, okay, in business or at work. how are you able to help people with their communication skills for that? Because that's our new normal. Everyone's zooming. Someone posted earlier today, they were on their third, fourth Zoom call, meeting and things of that nature, where before, there's certain departments that, you have meetings, you may come in, how you have your group meetings, you meet in the conference room, but you may talk, you may not, you just may need to be there, you may just take some notes, but now you're having to be in this space and you're having to talk through a camera. No one's in the room. How are you helping people communicate?
Yeah, so actually last year we ended up running a lot of virtual presentation skills mastermind classes to help people get accustomed with the whole virtual aspect of teaching. I've been teaching online for a long time, and I've been coaching on virtual for a while, so it wasn't anything new to me. But so when I work with individuals who want to improve their communications virtually, again, I have to connect it back to the fact that if you were in person in that conference room and you were not connecting to the people in the room, don't blame, don't make excuses and say Zoom is the one that's not making me be an effective communicator. You have to be honest with yourself and acknowledge that, yes, when we were in person, we were having conflict. The US spends $359 billion a year in corporate companies on conflict because people are not able to communicate effectively. And communication is not just about using words, because 80% of communication is nonverbal. So if they coming in and they got their head down and they communicating non-verbally. They may not be using words, but they communicate non-verbally. So when I work with someone who is transitioning to the virtual space, of course, we get familiar with the technicality of the tools and the process. But I think by now, most people already have that basic general understanding. Then we move through, some of the psychological aspects of connecting online. So for example, I want to look at you on the screen right here. But if I'm looking at you on the screen, it doesn't look like I'm looking at you. But if I look into the eye of the camera, you know what I'm saying? If I look into the eye of the camera, it looks like I'm paying attention to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to look at you. I want to see how you're responding to me.
Yeah, because I do that too. I look down, but I need to be looking up here. Right?
You see what I'm saying? So it's a balance, because even though we're virtual, we still feel if we have that eye-to-eye connection, that we're having that connection. And then with the whole virtual aspect is that we're over voice over internet protocol, right? Voice over IP. So sometimes the connection isn't as clear. So you want to slow down your message, number one. You don't want to be talking as super fast because you don't know how it's being transmitted. And if the person on the other end is experiencing a delay or the internet is slow, you want to slow it down. Slow it down. Plus,
that's
slow
good.
it down. Slow it down can give you some impact too, So I mean, Kim, you need to stop. But seriously, there's so many strategies and techniques that I help individuals to use to do virtual presentations, because there's so many things that distract the person on the other end. And also, of course, having that understanding, that empathy, because we are distracted. We're not in a conference room where we're held hostage. We have the dog, the kids, the husband, you have 18 tabs open, you have all sorts of distractions, the cell phone pinging, so you also have people who may not be in their best emotional state when they come into your virtual space. You have to understand everybody's not going to turn on their camera, number one, because everybody's not. So there have been clients that I've worked with who felt like if the people don't turn on their camera, they're not engaged. That's not the case. You don't know that person's situation. So understand that you can connect with voice. Remember before when we had the rotary phone, we didn't have the cell phone with all the FaceTime and WhatsApp. You just put that rotary phone down there. And when you heard the other person on the phone and they say, hey, Kim, you'd be like, what's wrong? Or if they say, Kim, you know exactly how they feel based on their voice. You can see them.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So I mean, I take clients through a whole process in terms of technicalities and in terms of the psychology of connecting with people. Those are the external things. But then we get into actually your message, because you can have all those pieces down. Like I was saying, you could be seen, you could be seen, you could be heard, but you may not be understood. Just because you have visibility, just because you have visibility and somebody's attention, it doesn't mean that you're going to connect your message to the audience. So I walk them through making sure that their message is clear, making sure their message is relevant, and making sure their message is brief, because people don't have all day to be waiting for you to get.
Oh, we got to do that again. I'm sorry, I got to cut you off. They got to be clear, relevant,
yes,
and brief.
And brief.
Ooh, that's awesome. You got a lot of, someone said great tips here. Valerie Durant said awesome tips. So did Dr. DJ. Hey, my auntie is on. Hello, Auntie Diane. She is sharing. She's on as well. South Georgia. And I think it's Annie. She said this is good for her children to teach them how the virtual message to be very slow because they don't know how the internet is transmitting. Tashana Tyne says true. And Dr. DJ put clear, relevant, and brief. Awesome. They are taking it in, girl. You're knocking it out the park.
Yeah. Listen, ladies, get the bat. If you a woman on the move, get the bat ready. Boom. Yes. Okay. It's a home run. 2021 is about home run. We ain't stopping on first base and we ain't going to third base. We hitting the home run.
We're going straight. We're going boop, 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 all the way around. All right. Hashtag home run, y'all. That's what we're going to do.
Hashtag home run.
This is great. And this is good tips. And this is something, that's why I do this. That's why it's so important, because I know that a lot of people are sitting in different places and everybody is having to learn how to do this. There's so many people that want to do virtual events. They want to stream. They want to do different things. And, I try to help where I can, offering a service and so on and so forth. But again, they need to understand how everything is coming across through the internet, through cyberspace. It's a different dynamic than sitting in a room and you're right there and I'm right here. And we're talking to people all over the world, right?
Right. That's why your message has to be relevant. Otherwise, they will switch the channel.
Yeah, turn in a minute. Shoot. Next. You're right. You are so right. So look, tell people how they can get in touch with you. Tell us how we can get in touch with you. I'm going to put your website up here, but tell us what you have coming up. I want to hear about all the great things you have coming up.
Oh my goodness. There's so many good things. I don't know where to start. First of all, I have my podcast, Bridge to You. So Bridge to You is doing phenomenal. It's about unity and black unity and understanding. And so we're doing really good people's stories. I have my upcoming book, Intentional Motherhood, which is being reviewed as we speak. And so anybody who is looking to get a copy of that, we can drop the link in the chat box. They can pre-order, and I'll make sure that it gets there to them, or they can just go ahead and drop their information in the chat. Just say me, and we'll make sure that we get their contact information so they could get a copy of it.
What's the link?
All right, let me send it to you. All right, you want to grab that out of the chat? I just sent it to you.
Okay, right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I see it right here.
But let me tell you something, Kim. If you want to know how to parent from love and not fear, you want to get that book. If you are a mom, if you are a grandmom, if you're an expectant mom, if you are a foster mom, if you just if you're a bonus mom, anything with motherhood in there, you're going to get a copy of the book. I talk about my journey and my story of motherhood. I talk about it not being about age, but being about identity. I talk about a woman's life and a woman's loves, what we do when we like ourselves and what we do when we love ourselves. That one is deep. So it really helps women to be intentional about the practices they choose as they parent their children. So you have to have that self-awareness. And then, of course, I have my coaching programs. Anyone who wants to work with me, you can work with me through my coaching programs. You can work with me one-on-one. You can work with me and bring me into your small group for teaching, training, or coaching and things of that nature. Or you can just go ahead and get any of the resources, the Ultimate Speaker's Guide or the Intentional Motherhood book, and you will be well on your journey of self-awareness.
Wow. That is great. That is great. Oh, this was awesome. We got some more comments in here. Let me make sure. So that's how they can go and get the, what's the title of the book?
Intentional Motherhood, Who Said It Would Be Easy. You can also search for it on Amazon.
Okay, so they can look on Amazon. All right. Okay. And Dr. DJ just put it out there as well. Thank you. Thank you. Look, I'm telling you, she's my ride or die. You hear me? Dr.
Yes,
DJ is my ride. I can't wait to have her on the show. She's going to knock it out of the park.
She's incredible.
We're going to have her come on and do her Tuesday time management. Well, I can't wait. She knows she's coming. I'm going to get you for Women's History Month. I'm going to get you. So, look, Monique, this has been great. I thank you so much for just taking some time to, just to come on and be with me and just share, with everyone, all the great things you have and what you're doing. It's really good to hear someone kind of talk about communication, because that is so very important. And all I can say is thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to look out for that book. It's available on Amazon, guys. Don't forget that. She mentioned that. I want you guys to go on Amazon and pick that up. We are about to sign off. This has been great, Monique. Until we meet again.
Thank you. Thank
you. Hey, everybody on IG. Thank you. Thank them. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, up next is Sabrina Lowery. Yes, they call her the Tech Evangelist. Oh boy, she's got some good stuff. She talks to realtors. She talks to people that are just out there trying to do the things they need to do. She's a northerner. You're going to hear it in her voice. She is from my hometown, Newark, New Jersey. And it's going to be great just having her on. So guys, please remember to hit the share button. Share, because sharing is caring, guys. And, I always try to make sure that I put that out there. I hope everything is going well. I hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, Women on the Move Live, Season 5. Y'all, this is Season 5 streaming on 3 platforms. We're on YouTube. We are on Facebook on 2 pages and on IG. Hello, Instagram. How y'all doing? I'm sorry I haven't been paying y'all much attention. I'm going to work this out. See, I want to get it where I can have you kind of like honing in on the screen over here, because I can see everything up here from YouTube. I got you over here, and I'm trying to follow Facebook to my left. So I got a lot going on right here, but it's all good because I'm loving it, and I'm loving bringing it to you. So without further ado, I think it's time that we bring on this young lady. Let me get my applause ready, because y'all know I like my little buttons and stuff, right? I done got this applause button, so I don't know how to act. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Miss Sabrina Lowery, the Tech Evangelist. There you go, girl. How you doing? How are you?
Hey. Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. It's me and you, baby. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's me and you. How you doing, girl?
Hey, Dr. Kim. How's it going, beautiful?
It's going great. It is going great. I am so glad that you are here with me this evening. I was going to read this lovely long bio I got here of you, but you know what? I think it's always good to just have the live, have someone just speak live and live in color. I can sit here and read this all day long, but they got to feel you. They got to be able to connect with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So, greetings and good evening.
Okay.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Sabrina Lowery. I am the technology evangelist, bringing you all things tech when it comes to your entrepreneurial journey and your small business needs. As Dr. Kim said, I am a Jersey girl born and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey, just a couple of exits
Oh,
away
oh,
from Newark.
okay. I thought it was Newark, Elizabeth. That's all right. That's all right. I visited the Fox Theater in Elizabeth plenty of times.
Exactly. So, shout out to the Jersey people, everybody, all my Jersey family and friends watching the live stream. We appreciate you tuning in to Women on the Move live TV. Dr. Kim, I just want to thank you first and foremost for just allowing me to share your platform, to just honor me, and just to be that amazing leader that you are. I've watched you from afar for a number of years, but it took the COVID pandemic to bring our relationship to its true impactful place that we can make a change together in the universes. So with that, I thank you so much and I love you.
Oh, I love you more. And you know, my thing is, I always tell people I love you. And nobody else told you, I just did. I love doing that. This is great. So, I know you're busy. I know a lot of things are going on. I know that, the real estate industry, things are popping and moving. And for those that don't know, Sabrina is also with Legacy Realty and Management. Talk to us a little bit about that side, because I know most of the things that I know about you is being a speaker, being a motivator, being a leader, getting people just riled up for what they need to do. And when it comes to tech, needing support for events, when you need somebody to make sure things are going, everything I'm doing right now, this stuff that you taught me. Kim, you need to do this. Kim, you need to do that. So look, this is all you, baby. I'm just so happy to be connected to the tech evangelist. But tell us about the other side. Tell us about Sabrina Lowery's Legacy Realty Management Company. Talk to us about that a little bit.
Absolutely, Kim. So, first of all, I started my first career in information technology. So, let's talk about the backstory. So, I lead with technology because my undergraduate degree from University of Florida is in computers and information systems. So, as a computer programmer, software developer, designer, coder, whatever you want to call my love language is tech. I actually chose to leave corporate America and start my entrepreneurial journey with real estate. In the 2001, a lot of my college friends were starting to buy homes, right? And so a lot of my friends were also getting real estate licenses. And I was just like, what is this thing about? I got a real job, but I also have a real estate license. But for me, it wasn't like I was going to be doing real estate on the side. I actually was looking for a business model, a business plan, an entrepreneurial journey that would make me as much money as I did in corporate America with an IT position. And so in evaluating and doing my research on what industries could I go into that would allow me a limitless amount of income, real estate happened to be my choice. So I took my real estate course in 10 days. Yes, Dr. Kim, 75 hours of pre-licensing to then pass the state exam for the state of Georgia. And I have been a licensed real estate broker since August of 2002.
Woo! I gotta find my applause. Lordy B, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Girl, you are amazing. You are truly doing it. You're a woman on the move. You are what we talking about as a woman on the move.
Absolutely.
This is great.
So, Dr. Kim, I just want to tell you that I was scared as hell, right? Nobody ever told me in my family that I could retire outside of corporate America. No, our foundations in my family was women that retired from nursing careers. My grandmother was a retired nurse. My aunties are retired nurses. Like, you know, their legacy was we retired from somewhere, not I retired from
Right.
my own business. So I didn't have that in my mind to just be like, oh yeah, one of these days I'm not going to work for a corporate job. I'm going to run my own business. That wasn't even my mindset even 18 years ago. It still wasn't. I was looking for an income replacement with a job I could do while supporting my children as a young mother, a newlywed, and someone who was about to be 30 years old with a job. Like I was gonna just, am I gonna stay in corporate America or am I gonna do this thing on my own?
Right. Because you know, and that's kind of those are the thoughts that you have, and those things go through your mind when you are, you know, when you're working, and you know you have this itch inside of you to do your own thing. See, I grew up around a lot of entrepreneurs. My grandfather had his own business. My father, he had his own business, and I was able to see those things around me. I had an aunt, my father's oldest sister, my Aunt Clara. I got to give her a shout out. My Aunt Clara, she worked at a business and then she bought the business. Okay. She worked for this restaurant. She worked her way up through the restaurant and then wound up buying the restaurant in New York. And so it's like, all right, everybody is doing their own thing. This is how we do it. This is how it's done. So, you know, as I, you know, grew and I changed careers, I did different things. I too, that was my focus. You know, like what can I do on my own? What is some things that I could do? Am I able to do for myself? So when I retired from that industry, I only knew to get out here and put boots on the ground and make it happen.
Exactly. Exactly. And I just want to give shout out. I see a few live streamers on there. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm so appreciative of y'all taking the time to just tune in to this conversation with one of my favorites, Dr. Kim McNair. So shout out to everybody that's watching the live stream and even those that catch the replay.
That's right. It's always in the replay. Yes, somebody said, nice, great story buying the restaurant. That's right. And I want to say thanks to everybody who's tuning in. A lot of times I don't see the comments until after. But look, guys, I know you're there. I love you. And believe me, I will respond to each and every one of you. I always do. So, Sabrina, you know, you've done this transition. You realize that, okay, you know, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to shift over here. I'm going to do it this way. You're a mom, right? Your mom,
absolutely,
a handsome karate man. Caleb, that's my boy. That's my boy. In doing your transition and making the career change and those things, how did that play out? You know, how did you look at that? You know, as far as this example, this role model for him.
So I am a mom of 3 sons. My oldest is 27. My middle son is 26. And then the baby boy who is 10. As a mom of 3 Black men in America, it is my duty as their mother to not just be the role model. I have to act it, do it, live it. And I truly believed in being the change that I wanted to see, not just in my family, but in the world, right? That's a Mahatma Gandhi quote that I live by, yes. Truly is. And so by being the change, I did not want to focus on my struggle as a single mother. That was what drove me into entrepreneurship. But rather, I wanted them to see their resilient mother. I wanted them to see their mom, the fighter, the mom, the winner, the woman who persevered even through the dark days of violence and abuse and neglect and all kinds of things that I recovered from over my journey. And even behind the scenes as a public figure, but I thought it was always good to be transparent, to be authentic. And some people see that confidence as like a braggadocious kind of conceited behavior. And that's not me ever. I've never not been approachable. When people see me walk in the room, it's a beam of light because of my energy, right? My energy is good. So people are coming because they're like, ooh, that magnetic attraction is good. I like what she's doing, what she's saying, what she's wearing, what she's talking about, you know, those kinds of things. So when it is good like that, then it's more of my mom is a boss. My mom is doing things in the community. My mom won Outstanding Woman Business of the Year because she handled her business.
That's right. That's right. You sure did. You did. That's right. That is true. And that was in what, 2015?
Yes, ma'am.
That wasn't not too long ago. It wasn't too long ago. Not at all. And then tell us about the Geek Tank Academy, a little bit about the Geek Tank Academy.
Yeah, so in 2018, Dr. Kim, I started my online academy because 2015 was also another big year for me. 2015 was the year that I obtained this piece of paper right here. Y'all see that, right? That says the state of Georgia has issued this young lady her license to teach. Now that is my instructor's license. Okay, so when I decided to shift my business, not just run Legacy Realty and Management as a full service real estate brokerage and property management, but now I'm recruiting agents, I'm training agents, I'm coaching agents, and I'm missing out on a whole nother business model called training and professional development. So as a speaker, as an author, as a writer, I had to do something that would next level the playing field. And that's when I decided to become an instructor and teach real estate and also do the entrepreneurship piece.
Good. That's great. That's awesome, right? I tell you, you are truly a woman on the move. I mean, wow. You know, thinking ahead. She said, someone said there's an echo. I'm sorry, Miss Flo. There's an echo somewhere. If I can figure it out and find it, I'll take care of it. She said she can hear an echo. So maybe
it's probably on your end, Kim, because I can hear it too. It's your volume in your background. So if you could turn your speaker down.
Oh, well, thank you. Look at the Tech Evangelist. She got me, y'all.
Hey, Mommy. Thank you for tuning in.
Is that better? Is that better? Anybody tell me? Is that better?
When I talk, if I can't hear, that's much better, Kim. I don't hear it at all now. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Flo.
We help each other. That's so great. Thank you, Miss Jenkins. That is awesome.
Shout out to Florida in the live stream.
All right, that's right. We got to holler at her. Well, this is good because, again, if I don't have somebody to let me know what's what, hey, we won't know. And of course, everybody's saying, yes, that's better. Oh, Valerie, thank you, love. Thank you all. Thank you. That's all it is. It's about communication. We just had the communicator get off, right? And she said, having clear communication, right? It needs to be relevant, right? It needs to be brief. Go ahead. I love it. So, Sabrina, what you have coming up new? I know you got some great things coming up. You have some things going on. Tell us about Microsoft, all of that good stuff. Thank you, Auntie.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Kim, last year in COVID, I had to find ways that I could continue with this instructor's license to teach. As I said, it's a very integral part of my professional speaking business, which is Sabrina Lowery Enterprises. So now that I have the opportunity to teach here in my studio, as y'all can see, I am able to now offer continuing continuing education courses that are approved by the Georgia Real Estate Commission. So I will be teaching the contracts class coming up on March the 3rd, y'all. The very first training class of the year 2021 for all of the real estate professionals. Y'all, there are 13 pages of contract changes. And if you don't know about the Georgia Association of Realtor forms, otherwise known as the GAR forms, then you definitely want to make sure you check my schedule and register for that class. So I am also going to be teaching license law. License law is coming up that first week of March. That is another continuing education course that I teach. Business planning is coming up. How many real estate professionals, and let me back up, it's not even just the real estate professionals. How many entrepreneurs have a written business plan? And if you don't, that's where my book comes in, The Entrepreneur's Blueprints for Digital Dominance. And this book has your technical business plan with the SMART goals. Dr. Kim and I talk about these SMART goals all the time. And so in my book, The Entrepreneur's Blueprint for Digital Dominance, which you can order your autographed copy on SabrinaLowery.com so that you can now have a written business plan and get some CE credits if you're a licensed real estate professional, so I can teach you how to create a 7-figure business model in real estate. Then you don't want to miss out on that class. I've truly learned how to put processes, systems, and people together to create the empire of a real estate brokerage that can compete with the likes of the big box name brands, which shall remain nameless as long as I got the mic. So all y'all need to do is connect with SabrinaLowery.com. You can check out all my featured courses. Again, I am a speaker for the National Association of Realtors, and I will be doing 2 other speaking engagements in the month of November 2021, y'all, coming up for the NAR annual convention and expo in San Diego, California. Dr. Kim, I can't wait. Honey,
Yeah.
your girl is going to the West Coast with the National.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Do the doggone thing. A woman on the move, guys. She is truly a woman on the move. This is great, Sabrina. I tell you, you encourage me all the time. I'm telling you, and everything that I do, I'm looking at the chat here, and people are well, I got some more people saying the sound is better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Flo Miller Jenkins says, Black woman entrepreneur on the move. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes. And you also made a mention, Dr. Kim, that I cannot let it just slide on by. You mentioned Microsoft. Well, Dr. Kim, as you know, 2021 is the year of collaboration, darling.
That's right.
And as part of my corporate collaborations for 2021, I have been named as keynote speaker for not one, but 2-part series for Microsoft Atlanta.
What?
And
that is amazing. What? Oh,
and
God.
Our second event is coming up.
Not one, but 2, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Not one, but 2.
Yes.
Okay, not one, but 2. Okay.
Yes. So the second part, y'all, is coming up on March 5th. Okay. So all I need you to do is go to SabrinaLowery.com/workshop series. So guess what? I'm going to go ahead and drop that over here in the chat in the watch party so that y'all can make sure that you register, because it is free to the free.
Oh, FREE free? You mean that's all we gotta pay? Is FREE free? Oh yeah, we need that.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God.
This is a Microsoft Teams live event, y'all. So if you're all zoomed out and you're tired of the Zoom experience, come on over and join me on Microsoft Teams and learn about that technology platform for your live streaming events and get a different, unique virtual experience powered by the Women at Microsoft and the Women in Technology Network. So I am super appreciative and excited. That's going to be your lunch and learn, y'all, on Friday, March 5th. That's my son's birthday, by the way.
Ah, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow, Sabrina, that's great. The women, you know what? And you are a perfect person to lead this. I mean, I'm quite sure they have been watching and seeing, you know, how you get out there and do what you do. There are so many events that have taken place throughout this pandemic that you've been able to offer technical support and to show people kind of how to do it. And like you said, that's how we, you know, we've known each other. We kind of, like you said, from afar, you know, I know Sabrina, but I don't know Sabrina Lowery, you know, that's how it was going. But once we were able to talk and really come together and collaborate on the master classes that I was doing for event planners, and the things we did when it came to doing the second master class on how to prepare to get ready for post-COVID, all those things, you were phenomenal. You helped me in a mighty way. And as I was sitting and pondering on how to get this thing going, what should I do? I want to bring my show back. I keep talking about I want to do it online. I'm talking to this person. I mean, the numbers are just out of the roof. And you encouraged me to, Kim, you really have everything. You just need a few more things and you can make this happen. And look at it. And look at collaboration. Yes, yes. This is amazing. And I thank God for bringing us together. I thank God. I think that there's power in connecting, there's power in connections. And, you know, that is so very important. I push that a lot. I push, you know, coming together and collaborating, as you know, and they may not know, but we'll let you know right now. We have a group that we formed together. It's the three of us, Sabrina, Joy Stokes, and myself. We are the collaborators. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We have some things coming up, and we would like to share and show other women, because people say when we get together as women, right, we're catty, right? We're catty. We're you know, we can't get along. And you have your ups and downs. You have your difficult times. You have times where you have to kind of pull back, but it's all in communication. I hope Monique's still watching. It's all in communicating, because we have to communicate, because that's one of the main things you have to do when you're collaborating, okay, and coming together. And we want to show women how we did it and how we're doing it and how we were able to survive and thrive during the pandemic and pulling all this together. So this is right on time. It had to be relevant. Monique, are you still on? All right now. Communication, we got to be relevant. And then we're going to keep it brief, because we're going to give them what they need and move on. So look, guys, please follow us. Monique said, yes, ma'am, I'm here. We have what we call the Winner's Circle. So you want to hear, it's coming up. You may have seen some things. Our date for our major event, for our hybrid event, will be May 20th. We had March 20th, but it's actually May 20th. 2021. So put that on your calendar. It's coming up. And Monique says collaboration is key. It is. Look, helping each other, holding each other up. You can continue to flow in your business, to increase in your business, increase your bandwidth, increase your clients, because you're looking at now you were only in one form. Now you're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, it just goes on and on. Of course, it's the three of us, and you have to be selective, right, Sabrina? I'm talking too much. Go ahead, girl.
Oh, no, it's absolutely needed. So the conversation goes like this. I was just telling my mentee, because I am working with a young lady out of Baltimore. Shout out to my Arnie darling. Hey, baby. So my young lady is out of Baltimore. She is a senior in high school and she's 17. When I started working with her on February 1st, she basically said to me, admittedly, Sabrina, I'm not very clear clear yet about what I want to do after high school. So after asking some questions, because one thing I find that is young ladies are discouraged, and not just discouraged in certain unique pathways, but even in my experience growing up, and I was a geek and wanted to be in tech. And so growing up in technology, they don't look like me, sound like me, talk like me. They are of a whole different persuasion. So I am here to encourage young ladies, even as young as 17, as she is, so that that encouragement opens up doors, and then the floodgates from heaven will fall in alignment. Because even if she is not clear today, by the time our relationship in 180 days is over and I ask her that same question, I guarantee the answer will be different, because she will not only have witnessed how you and I collaborate, how you and I and Joy collaborate, how I collaborate with my clients, how I help business owners every day. When she signs on to work in the afternoons after school, feeling like, Miss Sabrina, you know, it wasn't a great day, but I'm here anyway. Keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. Don't you know that's what a collaboration is? It is absolutely the yin and the yang. It's the balance that you need. It's that little bit of energy sometimes, right? You think I always show up like this for her? No, I have to sometimes excuse even the boss gets a pass. And it's like, are we doing camera or no camera today? You know what I'm saying? And so it is important for me in my mission, in my legacy, even in mentoring, that I teach young women how to use their voice confidently, how to have systems and processes and tools, and how to be strategic with their time, so that no matter what they choose to do with a little hard work, they can get it done.
That's right.
That's my message for today.
That's
Dr.
right.
Kim.
That's right. That is it. They can get it done, and it can happen, you know, and we have to continue to encourage our young ladies. You know, I'm all for that. You know, I am a stickler on our youth, our young ladies that are coming behind us, because they're looking, they're watching. And of course, they see a lot on the internet. They see a lot through social media, but they need to see professional women like yourself, like myself and others. It's all about presentation. It's all about how you present yourself. And that's, you know, like you said, it's a camera day. We're not on camera today, but it's presentation. They need to think about that, how they're going to look as they go on, and be conscious of certain things. You know, is this right? Am I look? They need to look at that. Think about what it is that they're going to do. You know, this morning we had virtual coffee, and we talked about that download, right? Being able to get that information and download it. And I got Sabrina, your mom is on here. She getting me over here. Okay, Mom. What my mom says, okay, I'm enjoying. Oh, she's enjoying it. Okay. Be your voice. Okay, Mom is putting it in the chats. Is this your mom?
Yes, it is, darling. Hey, Mama Flo. Jersey in the house, honey.
Wow. Okay, this is great. Woo, I'm loving it. Well, look, Sabrina, it has been great to have you on with me this evening. You know, we have a lot more to come. You've had me on your Tech Talk Tuesday. I can't get to. I lost my New Jersey accent, girl, but that's okay. That's okay. I've been down south a long time. I've been down south a long time. No, I came down in '90, so you know, I lost my accent, but that's okay. I think if I go home for a week or two, I'll get it back.
Absolutely. It happens to me all the time. Yes, it does.
But it was great having you. You gave some really good tips and tools that people can use. You dropped some gems, and that's what's most important. This platform is, like I said, it's for women who are in business, about business, and ready to do business. I use this to be able to give you exposure and also expose people to you. So look, if you want to be a guest on the show, go to McNairProductions.com. Send me a message. You can email me, Kim@McNair Productions. Let me know about your platform, what you're doing, what you have going on. I'd love to have you on to share with so many people, because it's important. And as I always say, sharing is caring, right? Well, look, Sabrina, I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not going to let you stay on for the closeout. But I want to just say thank you again. You have a great evening. And I'll see you real soon.
Thanks, y'all.
All right. Well, guys, this was great. This is another episode of Women on the Move Live. Wow. Hey, I learned some things today. I learned something about my love languages, right? We got that. We talked about being clear within our communication. Okay, it has to be clear, it has to be relevant, and it needs to be brief. Woo! So many gems dropped this evening. That's what it's all about. Season 5 of Women on the Move Live, giving you what you need straight with no chasing. Take time to follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. My platform, I have more people that follow me on Facebook probably than anywhere. And that's okay, because I love y'all. I love my family. And I'm growing my Instagram followers. And it's all good. I know everybody talks about followers, but it's all right. We'll get it all together. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to Women on the Move Live TV. And it'll pop up every time. Make sure you put on your alerts so you'll know when I'm on. I do what they call the Tuesday takeover. Every Tuesday, you can get me in the morning or the evening. So I'm live at 9, and I come right back at 6 and 7 with some great guests. My guest next week will be Jay Jackson. Yes, we got a man coming on the platform. He's going to talk about the Rise Creative Village, something that he's built, turning a elementary school into something phenomenal on the southwest side of Atlanta. So I'm looking forward to having him on. Listen, like I said earlier, thank you. I love you. And if nobody told you, I just did. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Tuesday.